Okay, let's take a deep breath in and get grounded. Make sure that your physical body is as comfortable as possible. Ensure that your spine is straight so that your energetic spine is also straight and clear of congestion. And at the very beginning of the meditation, invite your guides, invite your angels, invite your masters to be present, to support you in the meditation. Angels, guides, masters. Thank you. And if you like, in your mind's eye, you can imagine the master that we're working with this evening, Shirdi Baba. He is a simple man, small of stature. He wears ordinary cotton clothes, and they call him the fakir, because as he is dressed, he looks like a beggar. Barefoot, a calico bag over his arm, a piece of cloth tied over his head. He looks like he belongs to the lowest rung of society. And yet in his heart, in his very presence, he invites you to experience the highest frequencies of the universe. You may imagine him in his favorite position, where he is seated, one leg crossed over the other, and he is always in a position where he appears to be listening. He is always in a position where his posture and his expression indicates that he is in fact at second attention, that his whole body is vibrating and feeling, listening, experiencing that language of soul, that all 308 chakras are constantly sending and receiving, that these transmitters are constantly at work. So occasionally, in your vision, he may appear a little hazy. But when you see him in your mind's eye, remember that you are looking at a man, that you are looking at someone who was born into a physical body, exactly like you. That you are in fact engaging in communion with someone who was born to nothing and with nothing. No parents, no family, no belonging. And lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, it is that desire for belonging, that desire to know that he is a part of something bigger than himself, to know that he is not alone in the world. that has made him a seeker, a search, an ongoing search through so many bodies for God. Because he understood that once you know you belong with God, no other belonging is required. So you may imagine him, a simple, ordinary human being with an extraordinary presence. Thank you. And just sit quietly. Make sure you're grounded. Make sure you're feeling. And as you imagine him, contemplate this being, the very simplicity of it. Nowhere on this being is there any sign, any talisman, any symbol indicating belonging to anything, including God. There is no outward show, no performance, no masks. There is just the being. And even as you look at that, I want you to place yourself beside him. Place yourself as you are in this moment, in your life, beside him. Baba. Everyone is welcome. See yourself beside him. This is not a comparison. This is not a competition. There in your mind's eye, place yourself consciously in the presence of the Master. And experience that shift of intention where usually we become aware of being in the presence of the Masters because they make themselves available and present to us. Now make the conscious shift of being in the presence of Masters because you make yourself available and present with him. In exactly the same way, we know that the universe will rise to meet you. even as we know that you must rise to meet it. So bring yourself into His presence. This is the law of mutuality. Let us bring this relating into balance. I am in the presence, and I make my presence felt in the presence. And just for a moment, feel if there is any difference between the two souls meeting in your meditation. Other than the details of your visualization, other than the details of your mind, other than the details that you have ascribed to your beingness and to His beingness, is there any difference between these two souls? Can you be the beggar? Can you surrender any of the identities that is you and be the fakir? Simple. Unadorned. And if you do find differences, what is that difference? Where do you feel the differences? Where do you feel the similarities? Is there something about the soul of the fakir that your soul yearns towards? Leans into, wants to know more of, wants to draw into itself? Is there something about the soul of the fakir that you hide away from, that you make obscure in His sight, that you choose not to reveal of yourself? Is there any part of you that denies itself the presence of a master? Just breathe quietly. and feel this energy. Let it feed into you. This gentle, soothing, calming energy. An energy that reminds us that we are loved. An energy that reminds us that we are of God and as God and from God and with God. That we are all God's experiences of God. This energy that reminds us that the least of us is available to being the greatest of souls, Mahatma. That there are no limitations to how far a soul can rise. And how deeply devoted a soul can be. And as you focus in on Him and tune in more to the feeling of Baba, the feeling of the fakir, get more intent, get more present. You will notice that He Himself has this amorphous quality. That as you gaze at Him, the form that you tune into, the form that you contemplate, becomes something meaningful or significant to you. That the amorphous God presents in the form that is of greatest value to you, in answer to your own devotion. So sit quietly, focus in, and let this quality, all of the miracles of Shirdi Baba, let this quality, the ability to present God in any form, in any feeling that is significant to you, that holds value to you, not just in this lifetime, and not just in other lifetimes, but sometimes in a combination of lifetimes. Baba. Show me what my heart knows to be true. I choose to experience God as my heart knows it. Let it shine in you. Whatever the form or formlessness, it simply is. Whatever the feeling, whatever the wisdom that comes from your own contemplation, it simply is. Practice maintaining the communion, maintaining the connection. Let your energy bodies be informed. Let your cellular body be informed. Let your mind be informed. And just stay with it. Stay in the communion. Stay quiet. Thank you, Baba. Take a moment to give thanks. Give thanks that you can. Give thanks that you are. You may even give thanks for everything that you are not yet. Thank your guides and your angels and the masters. And thank Shirdi Baba for being so generous of spirit. And on a deep breath in, ensure that you are grounded and bring yourself back to this moment, here and now.